Hi everyone and welcome. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you joining us here. This is our first info session that we're doing in these live video series. So what's going to happen tonight is we're going to give you an overview of what this opportunity is all about, what our team is all about, and it will give you a great chance to get a sense of what it would be like to be a part of this team, to have your own journey become part of this program and be inspired by others and supported by others. And just as we all kind of move along in this, desire to help other people. And while we're doing that, we get ourselves healthy and we help other people get healthy, and we're going to tell you all about it. I'm just going to give it another minute or so for people to jump on. I see lots of people jumping on, which is exciting. Hello everyone and welcome. And we're going to get it going really quickly here. So as I mentioned, the way it's going to work is we're going to have a few of the coaches from our team speak. Not all of the coaches are going to speak tonight. So if you were added by a coach on our wonderful team who is actually not presenting tonight, hi! You'll definitely, of course, have a chance to speak with them on your own as well if you want more information, but hopefully our team will be able to give you a good bulk of the main questions that tend to come up. We have a lot of, similar questions that come up about the opportunity, and our coaches are going to speak about them. We're also going to speak about our own journeys, and maybe something will resonate with you and we'll speak to you and will, help you feel, Hi Sherry, hi everybody. Encouraged to just take that leap, right? But first of all, I wanted to talk about, the health field in general. And I think that there's such a movement towards healthy living. I think that kind of the pendulum has swung so far as food and fitness and a culture of sitting instead of moving. And people are noticing how it's impacting their vitality. We're noticing the changes in how we feel, in our energy levels, in our hair, in our skin, in our self-confidence. And the mental wellness is a huge part of what we tend to talk about on our team. We want everyone to feel just empowered and feeling fantastic and full of life. And so if you follow any of our feeds on Facebook and that kind of thing, we're really about being motivating and inspiring and positive, because that's what the world needs more of, mixed in with reality and being relatable, of course, for sure. But the health industry, the mental wellness industry, the physical wellness industry is one of the top 10 growing industries, and for obvious reason. So I think that's one reason why this opportunity is just the right place at the right time. And the other piece too is that we're of course coming towards the end of this year and the beginning of the new year. And that's when people start to really think about where they're at and what they want to change. And they're ready to kind of jump on that bus. So the timing for you really couldn't be any better. All right. So as I say, we're going to move through here. I'm going to speak for a bit, and then a few of the other coaches are going to get on and they're going to talk about their story and their topic. And then if you could save any questions that you have until the very end. At the very end, I'm going to jump back on and do a live video, and I'm going to answer any and all questions that you have. We are going to try to keep this to about 30 minutes, but like I say, this is our first run in doing it in this kind of live style. So hopefully it'll be about 30 minutes. Anyways, I want to tell you a tiny bit about my story. Some of you know me really well, and some of you probably don't know me at all. My name is Crystal Munagato. I am a mom of 4 and a wife. I do work part-time outside the home, and the other half of my income is from Beachbody. And it has been just the most amazing experience. I really have to tell you that. But my story and how I came to be a coach is probably, I'm thinking, different than every other story you're going to hear tonight. So I actually joined for the business opportunity. I was following someone I knew. I did know of Beachbody. I knew that it was a great company and that it had amazing products that got people results. But I jumped in it to be a coach. I always have kind of had, I'm a social worker by career, by education, and just always had this desire to help other people. And I also, at the time, my twins were just a few months old and I had no energy. And so I started researching Shakeology, and I knew that it was a big part of what I needed. And so I kind of just went for it. I just jumped in and I went for it, and I started on my own journey. And while I was on my journey, I hadn't really had any results yet because I hadn't started yet, but I just started telling people that I was going to help them, and I did. And now I'm 2 years in, and this company is amazing. Our team, we call ourselves Lifechangers for a good reason. It's because that is what we do. While we're changing our own life in every way, we're helping other people change their lives too. And if you've ever seen me post transformations, I tell you, they're truly incredible. And to be able to even be a small part of someone's journey that has changed their life is just absolutely amazing. I can't even explain it. And until you become a coach and you experience it for yourself, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But I just find that I have such purpose, and I wake up with such drive. Hi, Leanne, thrilled that you're here. And there's just so many components of it that have just, it gets me all fired up in the morning, and I think to myself, who can I help today? And you'll hear from the other coaches about how we do that and what we do. The wonderful thing about this too is that there's no risk, and it's really simple. It's all about consistency. But anyways, I don't want to go on and on about my own journey too much, but I will tell you that there is just an absolute abundance of mentorship. This is actually the time where we do our weekly team call, where we all come together, we share what we're doing and ideas about how we can help change more lives, and we really support each other. And there's training, and there's so much of it. Actually, you could do it all day long. Of course, we don't have time for that, and you don't need that kind of time. But there's so much information available. It's incredible. I've never felt this available to resources, or this, because we grow as a team. Everyone wants you to succeed and to thrive. And that is very unique. You don't find that everywhere. We are truly a community of just love and support, and it's fantastic. The other thing too, there's income opportunities, and you'll hear about that. There's also travel opportunities. A few of us went to Coach Summit last year in Nashville, and we'll be going again this year to New Orleans. Even more of us are going this time, and that's something you can join us on as well. I also have earned a free trip to the Dominican Republic this April, and then I get to bring my husband. And as a mom of 4, I'm pretty thrilled about that, let me tell you. And I also do a trip opportunity for those who want to become a leader, on our team, and we'll be going to Palm Springs. So lots of opportunity for lots of different ways. And so when I say that it's a life-changing opportunity, I'm not being dramatic or exaggerating. I promise you it is. All right, that's enough from me. I'm going to pass it on to Tabitha, and I will see you back in here at the very end, and I will do the question and answer. Welcome, thrilled to have you all, and take it away, Tabitha.
Hi, everyone. Great introduction, Crystal. So I'm going to just tell a little bit about myself. So I'm also a wife and a mom of 2. I have twin 1-year-olds, and I'm working full-time outside of the home. And I got into coaching through Crystal. I'd seen just how successful she was and how much she was loving what she was doing. I'm also a mental health professional, so I just loved watching how Crystal was able to impact so many lives in such positive ways that I decided to give this a real shot. And I'm a new coach and I am loving it. It's amazing to see how people have come together, how our team grows. And so what I'm going to talk about here is just one of the biggest objections that I've faced is people saying, well, isn't this a pyramid scheme? And how is network marketing, which is what people will often call the Beachbody coaching program or the Beachbody business. They'll sometimes refer to it as network marketing. And it is in one aspect. It is by no means a pyramid scheme. And I don't want to get into the real specifics about what a pyramid scheme is, other than the fact that they are not sustainable. People are not, you're not getting anything when you join a pyramid scheme. So there's no investment, there's no product being sold. And with Beachbody, there's a compensation plan. So you're providing a service to people, you're working with people, you're joining lives changing lives. Crystal mentioned our team is called the Lifechangers, and that's exactly what we're doing, is we're working with people to improve their lives. We're providing a service. There's a very detailed compensation plan. There's commissions, there's cycle bonuses, all of that sort of thing. Whereas with a pyramid scheme, you are getting money, or they promise money by getting more people to join. But it's not sustainable because eventually you have run out of people. So that's not what Beachbody is. There are always people out there who are needing to better their fitness, better their health, better their nutrition, and that's exactly what we're providing those people. So I really can't wait to see where this business takes me. I'm super excited about rank advancing. You're going to hear a little bit more about that in the next videos, what that means. And I really encourage anyone who's interested in working with people to improve their health and their fitness to really give this a try. It's an extra component in my life. I work with people with their mental health, and this gives me an opportunity to work with people on bettering their physical health. So I will pass it on to the next person who's going to answer your questions. I can't remember off the top of my head who that is. So can't wait to see all the questions and answers at the end. Have a good night.
Hey everyone, it's Tamara here. And I'm going to talk to you about who makes a good coach. I'll just give it a minute to let everybody join, and then I will tell you a little bit about myself. So I am a teacher, and I teach primary PE and grade 2 at Westmount Elementary. And I teach 3.5 days a week, which is pretty perfect. I'm also a mom of 3. I have a 7-year-old who will be 8 on Monday, and a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old little Spitfire. So yeah, I started coaching just in August actually. But I've been doing Beachbody programs for about 1.5 years now. So originally I started coaching just because I really just wanted to get my Shakeology paid for. And that was it. But since then, it has really become a lot more than that. It has become more of a mental journey for me, really, and helping others. I'm a teacher, so I have a little bit of love for helping others. So I'm talking to you today about what makes a good coach. What makes a good coach is very similar to things that make a good teacher, I guess. Being vulnerable. So, hangi lang lang o langi e hang klang e rangi That is my friend Leah speaking to me in Ung speak. I can teach you that another day. So somebody who's vulnerable, someone who shares their struggles. People can't relate to someone who's perfect because we're not perfect. So if you're not perfect, if you're not where you want to be physically or even mentally, that is okay. People can relate to that, and people want to see you on your journey. People want to be on this journey with you, because if you're perfect, that might be too big of a goal for them to achieve. If they look at you and say, oh, I can never be there. So at any time in your journey, don't think that you need to be at a certain point don't think you need to have reached all your goals to be a coach, because people want to follow you along the way. They want to be on this journey with you. Someone who can inspire people to be their best selves. Someone who's passionate about what they do and positive. Nobody wants negativity in their life. Somebody who understands individual differences. We're all at different places in our journey. Everybody is working on something different. And somebody who understands that and can realize that in different challengers will make a great coach. And in order to do that, you need to take the time to get to know your challengers. So understand what they need from you. Is it food? Is it exercise? Is it mental health? Being able to identify with what they need and being able to help them. Coaches are great communicators. Take the time to listen and check in. Don't leave your challengers hanging high and dry. So if you are someone who likes to help people and wants to inspire others, then I think coaching would be great for you. Also, being a product of the product. So it's hard to be a coach if you're not drinking the Shakeology and doing the workouts. But if you're doing both of those things, being a product of the product, then people will be more relatable to you. And someone who challenges people to do their best and push their limits. One of the reasons I actually became a coach when I did was because I was finding I needed more accountability. I needed more motivation. So I needed to challenge myself. So what better way to do that than to challenge others and help others, because then it makes me be accountable. So I needed to work on my physical and mental development. And the best way to do that for me was to take on a coaching role so that I could help others but better myself at the same time. And I will end with one of my favorite quotes that I always think about teaching. What someone once said to me, that they won't care until they know you care. And I think that translates perfectly in this business too. If people know you care, then they will care and they will get on board. So I'm going to hand this over to Dion, who is going to talk to you next, I believe. All right, take care. I'll see you later.
Hey everybody, I'm Dion. I'm here to talk to you about some objections or reservations that you might have about becoming a coach. So I'll just give you a little background about myself. I too am a teacher, so I'm a full-time teacher out at Westside Secondary, and I teach PE, which kind of helps. I have two boys that are really busy, 7 and 11. They both play hockey, and they play rep hockey, so we pretty much play hockey all year round. I did start using Beachbody about 2 years ago, and I was on it. I did the 21-day fix, had awesome results, but then I kind of slacked off because I thought I'd never go back to what I was before, my habits and eating habits and all that kind of stuff, but I did. And then I had some health concerns, and so I started using Beachbody again about 6 months ago. My health things, I was passing out, they couldn't find anything why, I had to go on meds, all this kind of stuff. And actually my family was affected, my teaching was affected. I was scared to take my kids out teaching PE. I was scared to go for runs. I was scared to work out with them, anything. So I decided to embrace that fear and get over it and just try something again. I knew that Beachbody was awesome and that had helped me before, so I wanted to try it again. So I did that about 6 months ago, and then a couple months ago, I guess August or so, maybe July, I started coaching, and then I just started starting my own challenge groups in September, and it has been amazing. Off the meds, mentally, physically, everything has just been whole turnaround. But anyways, okay, so I want to start with saying, I think one of our fears is the salesy end of it. We think that when we get into a program that it is all about sales, and sales, we're going to come across too salesy with this product. But we don't do any of that. We share our experience, we share our journey. And I think that's the biggest thing. When people see your energy levels up, your health is improved, your maybe your weight loss, and just everything about you has changed and for the positive, that they come and ask you. They see your posts on Facebook and they ask you, what are you doing? What are you doing? And that's how you bring Beachbody in. So it's not about going out and saying, do you want to try some of this? Do you want to do this? It's all about just sharing our journey. So the other thing is the cost. And I think to myself, when, on your way to work and you're rushing and you don't have time for breakfast, so you just grab a muffin and a coffee or a breakfast sandwich, or on the way home from hockey or something like that, you grab a muffin or whatever from Timmy's. The cost of that is, if you do the breakfast sandwich and a coffee and a muffin in the morning, is almost $7. If you think about getting a bag of Shakeology and doing a daily dose of shakes, it's like less than $4 or just over $4. So the costs outweigh. And you think about when you purchase a program, when you go to a gym, you're paying monthly memberships. You're getting gas to get there, not to mention even the time to get there and to get back. And what do I do when I'm at the gym? And, if somebody's on that machine, when you have the program in hand, you can use it on demand or DVDs. You can work out whenever you want. And nobody is on the machine that you want to use. Your weights are laying there. You can do it in your pajamas if you want, or whatever. So I just find that when people complain about the costs, that they don't really take into account all of the other costs of not having just the program at home. One of the biggest things is fear. How are people going to overcome this fear, this comfort of getting outside of your comfort zone, and fear of failure? And or even if I don't have the time, I think that was mentioned before, but I don't think any of us ever have time. We have to make the time. And we always complain about how busy we are, whether we have one kid or 4 kids, or that we're going to hockey, or that, I have to plan for this or whatever. There's never a good time. There's never a good time. So we have to make our own time. So I think too that we just can't be afraid. We have to overcome that fear. And the nicest thing about being in this group and being a coach in this group is that everyone is here to help. Like, everyone is there. There are things put in place to help you along the way. Everybody is there to ask questions all the time. We're just here to support. Everybody is so positive, and it just helps us be accountable to each other as well as to our challengers. So it's just an amazing group. And I hope that you all reconsider, if you have been kind of negative about coaching, is that we're just here to help. We're here to help others and share our stories. So I just, one wish that I have is that I would have started sooner. I wish that 2 years ago I would have stayed on it, and that I would have started coaching right away. So I'd just like to leave you with a quote before I hand it over to Sherelle, and it's that you don't have to be fearless. You don't have to be fearless. Just don't let fear stop you. Okay, so thank you all, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Hey guys, so I am Sherelle, and I am also a mom of 2 boys. I have a just about 4-year-old who's turning 4 next Friday. I have a 1.5-year-old, and yeah, I started with Beachbody last August. I had just had my son, and I had ended up having a C-section. I took it harder than I did with my first son, because of the simple fact that I couldn't do much after I had my son. And I had a 3-year-old or a 2.5-year-old that needed me constantly, needed me to be able to pick him up. So I think for me, I went into a little bit of a depression, whether I would admit it or not. I was struggling, so I knew I had to do something. I had spoke with my sister-in-law, or I actually saw her pinning things on Pinterest about the 21-day fix. So I looked into it because I had done Insanity probably, I think it was about 2 years ago. My husband and I did it, but we never followed a meal plan. We never did anything, and I had good results. But yeah, so I saw her pinning things about the 21-day fix, and it sparked my interest. So I looked it up, and I messaged her, and I said, "Are you thinking about doing the 21-day fix?" And she said, "Yes, I am." So I jumped on board. And since that day, I remember it was August 14th that I started, and since that day, I haven't looked back. I started drinking Shakeology, but I never wanted to be a coach. I was in it for the discount. And that's where it all started, because once I started seeing my results and seeing results of people that were in challenge groups with me, it's like I was so excited to be able to share this with people. I knew people, I had people in my mind that I was like, oh, they would do so good at this, and this is like going to be life-changing for so many people. And it is. It's life-changing for all of us coaches, all of us challengers. It has changed you somehow. So yeah, the January of this year is when I actually decided to go for it and start coaching. And it's funny because I was just going back through my notes as I was watching the videos, and one of the lists that says work part-time or quit my job. Well, I just quit my job last week to do this full-time. So that to me is like huge. I love this. I love doing this. I love helping people. I love seeing people succeed. It's a feel-good job. And so I'm actually going to talk to you guys about what a coach does. A couple of the girls had already touched on a few things about what a coach does. So we inspire people. You, like Tamara said, you're the product of the product. You work on yourself. You share your story. You have to be vulnerable. Once you get into that and you start getting results and you are a product of the product, you start running challenge groups. You can run challenge groups on Facebook. Beachbody provides you with an app that you can download and run challenge groups in that app. So yeah, you encourage people, you hold people accountable, you inspire people. And not only are you helping others, but you're also doing it for yourself. So for me, my biggest thing was my mental health. Whenever I heard of like self-help books, I was like, oh my God, those are seriously for crazy people. Who would read books like that? And now it's like, I go to Chapters on Friday nights to find books like that. I love it. It has changed my whole outlook on everything. And you do it every day. Yeah, so the biggest thing is you get to be yourself, you get to be you. And people are drawn to people who are positive and outgoing and who are getting results with Beachbody programs or any workout program. So yeah, you get to be who you are. You don't have to change, you don't have to do anything, you get to be you. The biggest part of this is working in a team atmosphere. So like Crystal says, we get on a call every Tuesday night. We try and have coffee dates with each other. We're having a Christmas party together. Like it's a group of positive people that push you and challenge you, but they also are positive. They listen to the negatives. They lift you up as a person. So yeah, we run challenge groups, which if you're new to this and you need help, that's what our team is for as well. So if you don't know like how to run a challenge group, we're all here to help each other. Biggest thing is, like Tamara says, you get to work with all different kinds of people. So not everybody's in it or needs it for the physical. Some people need it more for the mental. You get to work with every different people all the time. and it keeps you interested and intrigued in doing what you're doing this job. So I want to leave you with one thing, and that is stepping outside of your comfort zone is something that everybody's scared of. I came into this call tonight thinking, oh my God, I have to talk in front of people. But why? Why are we so scared to share something that's such an amazing opportunity to change your life, change people's lives around you, change your family's life? It's about sharing your story and putting yourself out there, and with hopes that you're gonna hopefully change somebody else, or somebody's gonna see it and be like, hey, if she can do it, or if they can do it, why can't I do it? So yeah, just always believe in yourself, and yeah, you can do amazing things. So I'm going to hand it over to Christy, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about her story and making time and what this business is about as well. So have a good night. Thank you. Bye.
Hi everyone. Thanks for listening in to us. So my name is Christy. I don't know if you guys all know me or not, probably not, but I am a mom of 2 boys, aged 6 and 8, and a wife, and I work full-time as a mental health nurse. And yeah, I became a Beachbody coach, I guess, just over a year ago. I was seeing Crystal's journey and she was inspiring me, so I decided to buy a program from her first off, and then right away, obviously the discount appealed to me because I was loving Shakeology, what it was doing, as everyone said, for my energy levels, health, etc. So I wanted to get the discount on that so that I could make it more affordable. Then the next step was I thought, well, people started asking me what I was doing, how I was feeling so good, starting to look so good, and then I started thinking, well, they might as well get it from me, because I had the website and stuff, and it kind of just snowballed from there. Anyway, so what my focus to talk about today is to talk about the time commitment. As I said, I work full-time as a nurse, and I probably work more than that on average. I do quite a few overtime shifts, and my boys are both in hockey, and as other people said, time is a factor, and we all have that in our lives. But I would say, I just consistently have built this over the last year by just putting in consistent posting on Facebook, and it's just something that's built into a passion and a love of mine that now also these past few months has paid my student loan payment that I had from nursing, as well as my car payment, and it pays for my Shakeology and all the other fitness programs that I want to get. And does it take time? Yes, but it's fun. It fills my cup, and it gives me another thing that's for me, and I get to have that extra money for me, like I said, to be able to pay those things. I lost my job as a nurse, and then I had to go back, or as an LPN, and I went back to school, and so I felt like I put that financial burden and set back on our family. But now I'm able to contribute some more money doing something that I love and that I'm passionate about, and be able to pay for that, as well as trips and putting away into savings. Sorry, I'm just writing down my notes here. So I probably spend about an hour, I guess I would say, a day. Like, we call it the power hour, so that we post to Facebook, and which I'm sure all of you are doing anyway. So it's just really about sharing your journey and wellness and transformation. Sorry, I keep getting pop-ups on my phone. And then people follow along, and then they join our team or join our challenge groups. And then I work on expanding my network, so adding people that I work with, etc., to Facebook. And just really, it's just about connecting with people, which I have naturally done all my life anyways, and I do as a nurse. And I connect with them about health and wellness, which I'm passionate about. So really, to me, it doesn't feel like a lot of extra work because I just love what I'm doing. So, I mean, really, the money is just a bonus. And yeah, I just set some time in the morning, and that's when I post in all of my challenge groups. And then in the evening, I take some time, maybe about half an hour just to touch base and message people, check in on my groups, and yeah, you just kind of have to schedule it in. But just like any other job that you would do, but really, it's not a lot of time, I feel like, for all of the rewards that you get back. Like I said, I have a busy life, but this business gives me my health to handle that busy life, and I get to share that with other people. I know we're all busy, and we all have things going on, and we all have stress, etc. from that busyness, and I just feel like me sharing my journey and being vulnerable, as we said, and getting people involved in either coaching or just becoming a challenger is life-changing, as we said. So it really, to me, is not salesy, which I'm not a salesperson at all. So that clearly would not appeal to me. And yeah, as I said, that really all is just priceless. So basically my message is just like, don't let time be your excuse to miss out on this life-changing business. It really has changed my life, and it's helped, and I've helped change so many others. Like, it just amazes me when I think over the last year, and all these friends that are popping up here saying love, love. You guys are all amazing too. You blow me away. And I get, like I said, I get to contribute to my family's income, and so that my boys can play sports and do all the things that they love. And basically it just rocks to be a Beachbody coach. I mean, I get paid to work out, I get to post on social media, I get to be social and have all these amazing friends. The support and friendship is everywhere, and the mentorship. I'm my own boss of this business. Like you said, you can put in as much time and effort as you want. I get to meet people that have the same goals as me. And most importantly, as I said, I get to pay it forward. And yes, travel, Angela, because we're all going to go to New Orleans. Woo! And I got to go to Nashville with Crystal this past summer, which really was a turning point and amazing journey. So yeah, anyway, thanks for listening in, and don't, like as I said, don't let time be the factor, because if this is something that you feel like you would be good at and you can do, you can make it happen. Have a good night, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Jen. I'm just gonna wait for everybody to show up before I tell you my story. Let's face it, I have been a plus-size woman my entire life. I have battled obesity, I've battled eating lots, and I was going downhill. I'm still a heart attack waiting to happen. But 2 years ago is when it got really bad. My youngest daughter, I'm a mother of 3. I have an angel baby and 2 girls that are still here with me. I'm a single mom, and I'm also in healthcare. I'm a residential care aide, and I love my job. Anyways, hi Angela. 2 years ago, my youngest daughter was diagnosed with Burkitt's leukemia. And when I found out, I ate and ate and ate. I'm a stress eater. I always have been. And she beat it. So I said, okay, you know what? She's doing better. Let's focus on me. So I tried the diets. I did the working out. And I just wasn't ready. She got sick again. I ate and ate and ate. And I was pushing 300 pounds. She got better again. She had a bone marrow transplant this time, and we figured, hey, she's going to do great. She's going to live a cancer-free life. So again, I focused on myself, and again, I tried the diets, and I tried the working out, and I wasn't ready. This time, back in March of this year, the cancer had come back more aggressively. There was nothing any doctors can do, and they wanted to put her in BC Children's Hospice down in Vancouver. My world came crumbling down, and see right there, she's here, right here. My world came crumbling down, and I ate more than I've ever eaten before. And I went into a depression. My daughter died April 2nd of 2016 of this year. And I got depressed and I ate. I ate for hours on end in a day. Up till about a couple months ago, I honestly realized I needed to start doing something. So I started on a weight loss journey. I started at 350 pounds. And I managed to get down 20 pounds. I'm down to 330 now. And I just became a weight loss coach. A Beachbody coach 2 weeks ago. So I'm 2 weeks in. I got my first program a week and a half ago. I'm on my second week of the 21-day fix, and I tell you, I feel awesome. It's just great. I as you can tell just by looking at me, I just finished working out, but it's a great program, and the ladies that I work with that are on my team are just awesome. I can come to them with any question I have. They're so supportive, and yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still a learning curve. But the reason I did this, I wanted to become a Beachbody coach, is because I'm inspiring so many people already just by doing my weight loss journey. I wasn't even a Beachbody coach at the time, and I had people wanting to become healthy and lose weight, and they wanted my help. And so I said, you know what? Oh, and I got into a Beachbody coach by one of Sherelle's challenge groups, her plank group. And trust me, she pushed and pushed and pushed about this 21-day fix. And I was really hesitant. And so I figured, you know what? What's no harm, no foul, right? I'm out $150, whatever. But it changed my life. Let's face it, it did. And I absolutely love the way it makes me feel. I love inspiring people, and I look forward to more. My why about this is because I want to help more people. I want to do it legitimately. I was your heart. Yeah, I believe that. Sherelle. But it's an awesome company, and I absolutely love it. And holy crap, look at all those hearts. Wow. Yeah, I love it. And I look forward to meeting all of you at the Christmas party. And I look forward to more programs and everything. And so I'm going to leave it with Leah. Anyways, love you all. I look forward to meeting you guys. You guys are great. And please join us. Have a good night.
Hi guys, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm just noticing it is super dark in my room. Trying to find a quiet place away from my family. So I am doing the wrap up, and I just wanted to say briefly here that wanted to address what Jen said, and I just was tearing up listening to her story, and wow. My heart just goes out to you. I can't imagine what you've gone through, and to see you smiling and fighting and going for it and continuing to live on and push hard for your kids, that is just amazing. I just have some notes so I could stay on track here. Again, just part of it, like helping others, the feeling you get when you help others. I heard one of my favorite quotes was that volunteering is the most selfish activity you can ever have. And I think that's part of coaching, because when you are helping somebody with something that they're really struggling with, you are also feeling good about yourself. So in that way, it's like a little bit selfish, because you're benefiting yourself while you're helping other people. And it's like just a win-win situation. Being part of this team is so fantastic. Some of these the ladies on our team, I'd never met them until recently through from a couple things that we've done, and it was just almost a surreal experience where you all of a sudden are in a room with other people where you instantly connect with them. You're on the same page and you have a same goal, similar mindset, and you're just kind of instant friends, and you know that they've got your back and you've got theirs. And so that was a really cool experience. So being on the team is great. And I love it. Like, a few of us have used the hashtag find your tribe, love them hard. And I think that part of coaching is increasing our tribe, finding other people who have that knack to encourage other people and help them get through. Because those of us who've had weight loss struggles and health concerns, it's hard and it's depressing. And there is that mental health piece that a few of us have talked about, that once you get over that initial hurdle of not wanting to take that first step, you start to feel so good mentally, and then it becomes like a positive catch-22, because you feel you're in such a positive mind frame. You can take that next step and meet that next challenge and goal head on. I just wanted to mention one thing. I know this isn't totally a wrap up, but every year I'm also a teacher, also a mom of 4, but 3 of my kids are 23, 20, 18, and 8, and we're a busy sports family and coaching family. And this is the first year that I have not had a death cough / bronchitis thing before Christmas, and I just can't believe it. And I think part of it is being really consistent with the Shakeology and the immune boosting qualities of it. I know we're talking about coaching and stuff, but just the importance of the being on with the Shakeology. When you're working out hard, you need that extra support so you don't get run down. And I'm really noticing how much it's helping me. Like last night, those of you who know me, I basically had 2 hours of sleep because my dog was sick. But and to end on the last note is that it is fun, it's rewarding. You can make some money, and that's awesome, and go on trips and all those things, but it is fun, and it's fun to hang out with these ladies and see people change. And right now I'm really enjoying having people message me being so excited about the health gains that they're making. So that's our wrap up, and I believe we're going to have a little Q&A. So if you have any questions, I think you can post it on here, and one of us will get back to you. So I hope I touched, yeah, exactly. Poor Welsie. It was pretty bad. He's doing better now, though. Just want to make sure. Oh, I just want to thank everybody who talked tonight. I want to thank Crystal, Tabitha, Tamara, Dion, Sherelle, Christy, and Jen. You guys just inspire me. I know I don't always feel like I'm so busy all the time. I like everybody's stuff because that's the best I can do, but really it means more to me than that. The things that you guys are putting on there are inspiring. And yes, it says Crystal's doing a live Q&A. Awesome. Okay, so we'll go to that now. And thanks again, everybody who was here listening to us talk about coaching. Take care.
Hi, everyone. As we wrap up this, Leah wrapped it up for us already. And thank you so much to all of the coaches on our team. Just amazing presentations. Just you guys did a fabulous job, and I hope that for those of you who aren't on our coaching team yet, I hope that it's given you a great outline of what we're all about and what we do and how we do it. And if you have any questions, please go ahead, type them in the comments right here in this section, and I will definitely answer them for you. With that being said, you know, if you walk away from this and you have a question, then you can either come back into this group and you can post your comment, your question, and we'll answer it for you. Or you can also message the coach that you joined into this group with, and they will answer your questions. And if you're ready to get started, you know, that's super exciting, and we can let you know how to do that as well. And again, I just feel like there's no time like the present. It's absolutely the best time of year to get geared up and ready, and we will mentor you and teach you the ins and outs of this actually very simple business of helping people change their lives. And we would just absolutely love to have you as part of a team. The reason why we grow a team is because the more people that each of us reach, the more lives that we change. And it's just such an incredible feeling and such a amazing network of people to be involved with. Just such positivity and inspiration, and it's just, I don't know, I've just never been a part of something quite like that. And even though I work in a field that's very similar, this is just a very different opportunity. It's a very unique opportunity. And I hope that you have really enjoyed this. All right. I'm not seeing any questions pop up, but I'm not really surprised, I guess, because I think that we did cover quite a bit. And if you do have questions, then please bring them forward. All right. Thank you all so much. I hope that you have a really great night, and I look forward to seeing new faces on our team calls next week and the weeks forward. And I know Jin's story was just unbelievable. And everyone, you did such a great job. So thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you all for listening. Really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to, you know, hear our journeys and where we're at, and that we're really all different people, but we're coming together and we're working together and supporting each other. And we share all of what's working and our best tips and our best practices so that all of us thrive. The more that our team grows, the more that we all grow as individuals, and the more lives that we help. So thank you all so much, and we will talk to you soon. Have a fantastic night. Okay, bye everybody.